It's a relaxation, the sound, and the benefits of this is there's gold in this sand. I am back at the coast. I just can't seem to get enough of the beach. Look at all these streaks of black sands. Now I know there are more concentrated areas here, so we'll have to test around to see just how it is, what is actually working. But there's a perfect spot here to run a little sluice and get some material worked. I would like to set the sluice up in the gravel and rocks right here. That way the sluice won't fill up with flowing sand, because the further down here you get, the sand migrates as it goes and will fill your sluice up really quick. But all this black sand, will it have much gold in it? We'll see. This is the sluice I'll be using today, and I'm hoping to set it up right over here. I may need to stack some rocks so I have some stepping things. I only got my cozy shoes on, so no water boots or anything like that. We're just gonna do this cozy. I've got my blue Proline Professional pan with a smaller riffle set, and my 1/2-inch classifier, just in case I need to classify some materials. It's cool to see this bedrock right on the beach here. It stands out pretty good. We're gonna take some samples of this black sand over here and see what we can get. It looks like the stream is starting to divert that way and cut out, so who knows? We might discover new black sand deposits over here or something. It looks like I've got this little nice pool here to actually do some panning in. Now to find the black sand that I seek. Let's try this. Oh, looks like it's just a surface one. I don't know if it goes any deeper. You see, as I scrape down, there's various layers of the black sand, but I don't see that rich, thick black sand that I've seen before. Let's see if this has any color. I'm sure it might have a few little specks in it. Beach sand is very difficult to pan effectively, so I'm sure if there is some in here, I'm losing it. But we gotta see. You gotta get that happy sample to build the motivation to start getting some. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Just like that? Are you kidding me? Wow. That is a very first I've ever had. This pan was empty. You watched me from start to finish scoop that, and already I got a flake. There's actually a few tiny ones in here too, but that thing just stands right out. Oh, there's another one over here. Holy moly. All right, I gotta get to work. Well, let's get that sluice set up and start producing. Holy crap. All right, that was actually exciting. I've never had that happen on the beach before, where I got a flake like that. So I see why this was a hot spot for the miners back in the gold rush out in this area. So I took a sample right there, and you saw my first flake already, which caught me by surprise. I was expecting tiny little baby specks of hardly anything. So I took some more of the sand from that spot, and we're gonna run it. Looks like the sluice is running good. Everything's bouncing pretty good. It'd be cool to see some gold on the top here soon. Everything's doing as it's supposed to. Those riffles are dancing. The sand drags right on top of there. I think we're set up nice. I do need to move this rock to stop the change of flow. I want that nice V. There we go. So I'm gonna keep feeding this loose. We'll see if I can get myself a little pile of powdered gold today. So I've been testing out places. I've got a little tiny bits of it everywhere. Now I've done better further south by Gold Beach, but this seems to be one of the better places that I've tested right here. Looks like the flow was going down here at some point or washing over and kind of concentrated these lines of black sand through here. I've scraped up the top. Every time I scrape this, you can see there's multiple lines of black sand. It's not a heavy, rich layer like I was hoping for, but it's easy digging and I can process a lot of it. You can see those black sands lingering around. I don't see any obvious pieces of gold though, which is not really what I'm hoping for. I guess that lucky scoop there was just a fluke. I got like 4 pieces out of that little bit there, and all the other places are just like little powders, which powder is what I was expecting, but after that first go, I was hoping for some more. I might need to explore down and see if there's any other possible black sand patches that I could fill a bucket and get some more in. But the scenery is great. All right, pulled the sluice up. We're gonna see, I'm gonna get a cleanup done here. Use my good hand. Kind of tough doing this one-handed, but all that sluice concentrate comes down to this. The samples I did, I put in a little tub there, so I've got a little black sand with a few pieces of gold from where I first sampled. I dug out in that driftwood area there. I dug behind that one, and now I get to see if I did any good. I see a little one there, I see a little one there, so I see some. I see some. So I panned it down further, and I am seeing a bunch of micro gold in here. It's kind of all spread out all over in this, so that's pretty good. It's not quite as good as the beach at Gold Beach that I went to before, but it's telling me I've actually been doing decent. You see a little pile of powder there. Will this add up to much? Absolutely not. But I'll tell you what, it's fun. It'd be really cool if I could find one of those sections where the black sand was just so thick that you know that gold had to be concentrated there. Now I remember guys digging over here by the road and doing pretty well with their holes. I remember some guys going out by the driftwood down that way. I might take a walk, see what I can find. If I can find one spot with that really rich, thick black sand, I might stay a bit longer. But for now, I've got to try and consolidate my concentrates. There's no way I'm going to get all the gold out of this here on the spot. There's a little floater piece. So I know it's in here. we'll have to do a cleanup at the house later when I get there. So, we're winning. We're not gloriously winning, but we're winning as we've got gold. And it's a beautiful day at the beach. It's really cool how this sand just builds up and the waves start walking backwards upstream from the resistance of the sand, and then it just changes the flow. It ends up going from that side, washing over to this side, and I see some really nice spots of black sand right in the middle there. Here comes another surge. So I was over there by the road entrance, but I was only getting so-so on the gold. Looking back this way, I'm not seeing anything that would stand out and be worth crossing for. I could definitely be wrong though. I was looking at these sandbank cuts to see if maybe the water had cut through from these high points, but they're all just like blonde sand, just light blonde sand, no heavies. Oh, here's a rush of water. Just like that pushed over, and this is really fun to watch. Maybe I should get a pan of that black sand. So I saw these really nice streaks of black sand along the side bank here and decided to try some of it. I mean, all along the side, batches of little tight concentrated black sands. But no, there wasn't anything remotely impressive about any of it. So, but some of these cresting waves have been impressive. I saw one that looked to be like 6-8 foot crown. I was like, dang, that'd have been a surf wave. All this like bedrock right here, and it's crazy how the sand just dunes up around here but there's no line of sand worth trying right here. I'm gonna walk around some more and hopefully I can spot something that might give me some concentrates to take home, but if not, so be it. Maybe I should have gone south to Gold Beach and done better. Now, I've seen people have really, really good success here at Whiskey Run, but maybe I got to dig deeper, or maybe it's just not the right time. Maybe the tides haven't been right. Carrying everything in one hand, exploring more. Well, it was a good time out here at the beach, despite not finding the rich layer of black sand that I was hoping for. But couldn't ask for much of a better October day in the 60s, getting gold and having some good time on the coast.
Now that we are home, it is time to do the separation and get these concentrates taken care of. I am using an electromagnetic dry separator. So after I dried the materials, I feed them through the funnel and drop them down. And the magnetics that are swirling underneath pull the magnetics out and into the right tray. Look at that rich black sand and watch these sands dance. They just boogie over the rim and come down, and these little guide bars help to push them down with the magnetics as they work. So in one side I have all the magnetic black sands. I'm still going to check them for gold, and on the left side I have all the non-magnetics, which really helps to lighten the load of the black sands. There are still black sands on the left side that are non-magnetic, but this greatly reduces the time. Now that we've got those separated, I know you're going to see this too. I need to clean this gold better, but it weighed up to about 0.9 grams. Let's just say it's about a half gram of gold, give or take. Now, some of those were really heavy black sands, which I think might have been beach platinum or something like that. I would have to test for that later. But now it goes into the pan of add up concentrates. So if you keep mining like this, you can build up your own pile of gold like this.
So till next time, may your pans be golden, and you have a good morning, day, or night, whatever it is, wherever you are.